Yeah.
Let's start with the first episode, how it defines online marketing. It goes beyond that typical e-commerce image.
Okay, so what is online marketing, according to them?
Well, they have a bunch of definitions like packaging and selling expertise. Think like creating online courses or offering consulting.
So teaching online instead of in person, reaching more people.
Exactly. Then there's affiliate marketing, connecting people with products, kind of like a digital matchmaker.
Oh, like being a brand ambassador.
Yeah, exactly. And the source also talks about content marketing, like blogs, social media, even podcasts like us. It's about making engaging content and building a community.
So it's not always about hard selling, right?
Yeah.
It's more about giving value and becoming a thought leader.
You got it. And get this, they even talk about therapists, counselors, going online. Who knew therapy could go digital like that?
Wow, I didn't think about that. It seems like almost any profession can find a place online. It really shows all the possibilities online marketing opens up.
It does. And it's not just about selling stuff either. The source even mentioned therapists doing their work online, which is kind of mind-blowing when you think about it.
Oh yeah, they talked about that. Therapists, counselors, using online platforms to reach clients. That makes sense for both sides, more flexibility.
Totally. It's part of this bigger trend of like everything going digital. But like with anything good, there are downsides. Source 2 talks about some red flags to watch out for.
It's all about doing your research right, not just jumping into anything.
Exactly. They really stress being informed, not just blindly investing. Be wary of anything where you don't get how the business works, or if they're secretive, transparency is key.
Right. You shouldn't feel in the dark about what's happening with your money.
And that's what's so exciting about online marketing. It lets people build their own success stories on their own terms.
So for someone starting out in online marketing, what's your best advice?
Focus on giving value. Whether you sell products, services, or your expertise, your goal should be to solve a problem or meet a need for your audience. If you can do that consistently, success will come.
It's about building trust and authenticity, not just chasing quick money.
Yeah, people can tell when you're being fake. So be real, be helpful, and build something that will last. The second source has this interesting way of explaining how online marketing actually works.
Okay, I'm listening.
They say it's like setting up a traditional business, but online. Instead of renting a storefront, you have a website or a big social media presence.
So like if you're a baker, you create a website to showcase your cakes instead of opening a shop on Main Street.
Exactly. You still need to think about your audience, marketing, competition, just like a normal business.
That makes it easier to understand. So
That's
you're
right.
still building a business, but using the internet to reach more people.
Right. And they had some interesting examples. They talked about doctors building their brands as influencers, sharing health advice online.
Doctors as influencers. That's wild. It really changes how we see traditional versus online business.
It does. And it shows how work and entrepreneurship are changing because of the internet.
The possibilities seem endless.
Now, the source material also goes into different types of online marketing. We should probably talk about those.
Yeah, let's break those down. I want to hear more about the different approaches and how they all work. So we've talked about the basics of online marketing, but let's get into the different types mentioned in the source.
Yeah, they talked about a whole bunch: e-commerce, affiliate marketing, content marketing. Each one's kind of different.
Let's start with e-commerce. I think most people know what that is, right? It's like regular retail, but online.
Exactly. Selling physical products through your website or a platform like Etsy or Amazon.
And with e-commerce, you can reach customers anywhere in the world. Huge potential there.
It's true, but it's not always easy. You got to think about stuff like inventory, shipping, and making sure your customers are happy.
Plus, there's so much competition. You have to stand out somehow.
Yeah, you need a good strategy. Maybe you have unique products, amazing customer service, or a strong brand that people connect with.
So, before we wrap up, what are your thoughts on the future of online marketing? What trends are you seeing?
Well, AI is huge right now. It's being used to personalize marketing messages, automate tasks, and improve the customer experience overall.
So even more targeted and personalized marketing in the future.
Definitely. Mobile marketing is also becoming essential. Everyone's on their phones, so businesses need to make sure their stuff looks good and works well on mobile devices.
It's about being where your customers are no matter what device they're using.
Exactly. And I think we'll see a shift towards more authentic and transparent marketing. People are tired of the old tricks.
They want to support brands they can trust, that feel genuine.
Right. The brands that focus on real connections with their audience will be the ones that win in the long run.
It's not just about selling anymore. It's about relationships.
Absolutely.